2023, my husband was interested in using this soft cover Leuchtturm 1917 monthly planner. So I picked one up for him in this olive color. I picked his up at Barnes & Noble and it was $27.95 in US dollars. The planner was also available in 5 additional colors, so 6 colors in total, and it's also available in a smaller B6 Plus size. Just for a little size comparison, here it is next to a Campus brand B5 loose leaf notebook pack. And this is what it looks like next to a Leuchtturm medium size, which is an A5 size notebook. All right, let's get inside. First, I'm gonna take off this sleeve. And right away, I noticed the acid-free labels here. These are labels that are given for archiving purposes. I never use them, but you can use these square ones in the front, and these are some stickers for the binding side. According to the Leuchtturm website, the softcover planners do not come with the additional perpetual planner and address book that you'll see in some of the hardcover planners. In the front, you have a small booklet. It covers the different sizes offered by the company, as well as some information on some of their other products. I have videos on both the horizontal and vertical weekly planners, and I will leave that in a playlist in the cards above. There's also some additional accessories like pen loops and pencils. There is a little thank you note here just saying thank you very much for purchasing this product. And then there is a little advertisement for writers and thinkers, which is the Leuchtturm 1917 community, and there's a little QR code there for you to join the club. Starting at the very front, in this soft cover, you do have quite a bit of flexibility, and the feel is kind of a faux leather feeling. When you open it up, you actually have a first page that lies flat. On the first page of the planner, you have a spot to put your return address or your contact information in the event that this is lost. And you also have thank you very much written in German, English, and French. Oh, and here's the page that sticks together. On the left-hand side of this page, you have the size format, which is 178 millimeters by 254 millimeters. The paper is an 80-gram paper, and that is listed here, as well as the logo. That is followed by a blank page and then a 2022 overview, starting in January and ending in December. After the 2022 overview, you have a 2023 overview and a 2024 overview. One of the things I particularly like about this planner is that its yearly overviews also lists the particular weeks in the year. So you're going to have a number 1 next to that first week in January, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that's going to continue all the way through week 51 and 52 of December. The Sundays are also slightly bolded, which is a nice touch in these overviews. Next up is a 6-month on 2-page overview starting in January of 2023 and continuing on through June of 2023. You have the days of the week on the far left-hand column, and right next to those days of the weeks are the particular dates in the month. There are lunar phase indicators as well as a denotation for Sundays. A light gray ink is used throughout the planner, which gives it a really calming feel. That 6-month overview is followed by the next 6 months in 2023 in the same 6-month format. Then the first 6 months of 2024, followed by the last 6 months of 2024. Those 6-month overviews are followed by a holidays calendar. The holidays calendar starts in November of 2022 and goes through February of 2024. It includes holidays for a variety of countries, including Australia, Greece, Germany, Russia, Japan, and Vietnam. After the international holidays, you have a 2023 project plan. This is similar to the project plan overview pages in the academic weeks calendar. It allows for 5 entries in each month, And next to the entry, you have a square for each day of that month. Although these pages can be used for project planning, an alternative use of these pages is year-long habit tracking, where you can simply place an X when you have done that task. Another alternative is a rated color coding system. I've done that in the past, where I have used a color coding system so that I can have a year at a glance look at particular things that I was trying to rate. After the project planning pages for 2023, you have a full year of project planning pages for 2024. It may be very hard for the camera to pick this up, but each of the weeks are also denoted in this project plan, so you'll see a faint 1, 2, and 3 to denote the first 4 weeks of the year, and that is going to follow through all the way to week 51 and 52 at the end of the year. Next, we have the first monthly overview, and that's a month on 2 pages. It starts in November 2022, and each of the weeks also has an additional column on the right-hand side indicating what week of the year it is. This planner starts on week 44 of 2022. Each day of the calendar is lined, and the weeks start on Monday. On the top right-hand corner, you have a monthly overview of the previous month and the following month. That first monthly overview is followed by the next month, and each subsequent month after that. This planner goes from November 2022 through February 2024. All of the months are presented sequentially, with no breaks or additional pages in between. That is followed by 2 pages for your table of contents. Each line has a slight break for you to write the page and the topic or subject. After those 2 pages for your table of contents, you have 1 blank sheet followed by the first numbered dotted sheet. The dots are also a faint gray, and there's a slight border around each sheet. Each sheet is also numbered in the bottom right-hand corner, starting at page 1 and ending in page 138. The final sheet is numbered 138, and that is followed by a heavier cardstock blank sheet of paper. After that cardstock page, there is a back flap folder. The gusset of that folder is a heavy fabric tape. The notebook does a really good job at lying flat both at the beginning of the book, the middle, and the end. Like other Leuchtturms, it comes with 2 bookmarks, one matching the color of the outside cover and one alternating between that color and gray. One of my favorite features of this notebook is that it has 8 note pages at the back. So starting in page 123 through 138, these 8 pages are actually perforated at the binding, so you can rip them out if you need to share a note with someone. Lastly, this book has an elastic binding, and like other Leuchtturms, the elastic binding is not so tight that it's difficult to get off, but it is tight enough to leave a slight mark on the book, both in the front and in the back. Now for the pen test. For today's pen test, I'm going to be using the Pilot Varsity as my fountain pen, the Papermate Inkjoy as my gel pen, the Le Pen pen as my fine liner, my Pilot Friction as my erasable pen, my Crayola Super Tips as my bold tip, and my Sharpie Ultrafine as my Sharpie. Alright, let's see how well this 80-pound paper stood up to my pen test. As can be expected, there is some ghosting, but surprisingly there is very little bleed through. The only slight bleed through I see is in the I and the dot in the exclamation mark next to the Sharpie. Other than that, even the fountain pen held up pretty well against this paper. This is what the ghosting looks like under my studio lighting. And when I turn the studio lighting off, this is what it looks like under regular lights. If you prefer a weekly planner, check out these 2 videos on the horizontal and vertical weekly planners from the same brand.